Unless you've been locked in the celebrity Big Brother house or preparing an underground bunker in case Donald Trump bumbles his way into a nuclear war with North Korea, you might have heard about the president's interview with Piers Morgan. The highly publicized Trump-Morgan interview saw the Good Morning Britain presenter quiz Donald on everything from his burger diet to social media. The interview saw Piers criticized by some viewers for seemingly sucking up to his long-term friend and not challenging him enough during the interview. Advertisement. Continue reading below. Piers explained to Holly and Phil that nothing was off-limits for the interviews, saying, "They didn't ask me for anything about, what are you going to ask him? You've interviewed him many times. There is a trust there. He is someone I consider to be a friend of 10 years. I wasn't going to stamp on his head and bring a club out as some people wanted me to. You've got to get a balance between being firm on the stuff like Britain First retweets or whatever it may be and having a bit of lighter stuff with him, because actually the idea of Donald Trump in bed in the White House firing off tweets at 5 a.m. is incredibly illuminating and entertaining." Copyrighted advertisement. Continue reading below. However, Phillip was quick to point out that, as comical as that may seem, some of the tweets by Piers' pal could lead to blowing up the world, not just some angry face emoji and getting unfollowed. Phillip said, "It's illuminating and entertaining if he's firing off a tweet that we can all have a laugh at, a bit like this one. It's not illuminating or entertaining if he's firing off a tweet that fires up the North Koreans. That blows up the world. So do you think he's stable?" Piers explained that Trump looked to be completely on his game, adding that, "I find his Twitter feed fascinating, a real-time look at the mind of a working, serving president, but it is dangerous. It is high risk," he would argue. "Look what's happened with North Korea. I've played tough with them. The North Koreans have now come to the table and said they will march alongside South Koreans at the Winter Olympics." Trump would see that as a win for his own rather bull-in-a-China shop diplomatic tactics, and it's quite hard to argue right now. Copyright ITV. Phillip also questioned Trump's treatment of women, including the infamous comment about grabbing them by the pussy. Piers flagged that the president had apologized for those comments and surrounded himself with powerful women in his team. But Piers did concede, "No one can pretend this stuff that's on the record about Donald Trump is anything but unpalatable, but he has a lot of work to do for the millions of women that marched around the world this year and last year. To prove to them that he genuinely is now a positive force for them. I do like him. I find him very frustrating. I think occasionally he lets himself down badly with some of the more inflammatory stuff. He reacts very badly to being poked and attacked, and he's constantly being poked and attacked by the media in America, often quite rightly. So what I wanted to do with the interview was give a slightly more well-rounded picture of him, which I think we achieved. I like him personally. He's an incredibly loyal guy if you're loyal to him. He was very loyal to me throughout my tenure in America." Elsewhere, Piers landed himself in hot water with one interviewee after being accused of laughing at dying women during Monday's edition of Good Morning Britain. This Morning continues weekdays from 10:30 a.m. President Trump. The Piers Morgan interview is available on ITV Hub. Want up-to-the-minute entertainment news and features? Just hit like on our Digital Spy Facebook page and follow on our @Digital Spy Twitter account and you're all set.